Okay, welcome everyone. We'll start our second lesson. In this lesson, we'll go through our LO2 learning outcome to understand the requirement for implementing a project management office. So we'll go through management office and what it's about and how we can manage the project. So my name is Anjum Satar and my email address anjum@ukversity.co.uk. Please, if you have any question, drop me email. If you're listening this recording, drop me email. I will try my best to reply you as soon as possible. Please, if you have any question. So before starting this lesson, first we'll recap what we learned during our last lesson, during our first lesson. So first lesson, we discuss about understand the features and the aims of project, program, portfolio management. So we discuss about the features and aim of the project. We define the principle of the portfolio management. We discuss difference between the program and portfolio, what is meant by these, and we discuss about evaluate the project, how we can evaluate the project. All we discuss, and FSC and of the various portfolio selections, tool and techniques. Those we discussed, during our last lesson. So today lesson we have is a learning outcome to understand the requirement for implementing project management office and what is about critically assess benefit of it. We'll discuss the benefit, why we need to be apply this management office, assess the implementation level, the project management office structure, critically evaluate the stages which will go through, and create the project management office character. So the charter which we'll go through, we'll discuss the charter as well. So anybody, any question, if you have, please carry on chatting in the chat room. If you're listening this recording and if you have any question, you can drop me email. I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. We'll start. So today lesson, we have a key areas which we're supposed to be discussed is the benefit. We've been given all this inductive content. So when you will do your assignment and when you look at your learning outcome learning outcome 2, so please, we just need to be focused all these, So all this will be focused today lesson. So we'll start now 2.1, which is a critically assess the benefit of project management office. So what is a project management? So a lot of people, what is exactly PMO, project management office? 59% respondents said does POM mean the project management office. 12% said mean the program management office. So then an organizational unit to centralize the coordinate management of project under the domain. A PMO oversees the management of the project, the program combination of both. So this is the program combination of both, yes. So we can look around and we centralize the things. So each organization, the definition of PMO may vary in the name and by function, but it is essential, centralize, coordinate, and oversees the management of a project and programs. So this is all about the management of. So PMO, project management office, is a group that provide the management to your organization, the group of activities we can say. The project level, a project management office provide project managers to help ensure everything stay on the schedule in line with the stakeholders' goal. Anybody knows what is meant by stakeholders? Shareholders mean anybody who has any investment in the project is a shareholder. Stakeholders mean anybody who has any interest in the project is a stakeholder. So shareholders are the stakeholders, but not all the stakeholders are the shareholders. On more holistic organizational level, a PMO owns and maintains the standards and the methods. They might work on the optimize the efficiency. So this is optimize the efficiency, documenting processes and reporting project progress. This can help leaders make strategic decisions about the project to continue, invest or not invest based on the project management office. Okay, next now we look now. What is a project management office? PM is a centralized organization dedicated to improve the practice and the result of the project management. Some PMO initiatives are minimal and involving part-time staff. Other initiatives involve huge infrastructure with the rigid, centralized planning, control, and methodologies. An organizational entity mean the unit or the organization create to assist the project manager in achieving the project goals. Okay, what are the end result? What are objective of the project which was supposed to be achieved? PMO is to help us to be achieved. PMO is the group of people with the mission to support the project managers in the successful launching, implementing, and completion of the project. Provide an opportunity of the project manager to develop the professionally more quickly than most could ever hoped if they were working isolate from one another. So that's why it's centralized and we work as a team. So what is the PMO responsibility? Project Management Office providing qualified project managers, providing project management consultation, project management monitoring, creating and maintaining the project processes. These are all the benefits as well, and it's a responsibility of PMO as well. So we need to look around the orientation, culture we need to maintain, providing the planning, tracking. We can look around support project money meetings, facilitating project meeting status. So we can look around performance post project reviews. We can look around the ensure new project apply the lesson learned. If we our project not successful, what experience we have, how we can make the new project in future when we'll do it. Sponsoring project management education, all this we need to be look around in detail. Okay, let's please, we need to look around what are the benefits does the project management offer. So the most important service of PMO is to provide qualified project managers to an organization. PMO can be making available qualified project managers, provide support personnel to assist the project manager, allow project managers to pool their skills and knowledge, help project manager to develop professionally, recommend organization with the project managers, and provide consultancy. If the project manager is not use PMO with the several project under and the project manager probably not learn from one another. So PMO are the probably not sharing the best practices. PM are not challenging to the continuous improvement skill. So if there is a no PMO, is a project management office, which is, we can use a centralized activity that will help, to share experience. So if we have a project management office, it help, to efficient collection and consolidation of data, ability to normalize and compare the data, reduce the needs for the project team to create the tools, and allow stakeholders have a common understanding of the format and the meaning of the data. Independent review can be happen through the project management office. Assessment status, act eyes and the ears of the senior management, reduce risk. Risk is the probability of happening something. So risk is not always bad, but risk we need to be try to be minimal how much we can. Improve rigorous tools and the processes that help to ensure the important step. So these are the key things as a project PMO benefit. PMO benefit we can summarize here: improve the probability of the success of the outcome, great transparency of viability, improved efficiency in the collection and consolidation of the data, no surprises, increase the confidence from the senior managed, improve rigorously, and improve return on investment due to the increase the success of the outcome. So through standardization, increased transparency, challenging rigorous senior management have increased the confidence and result in the return on the investment to be improved the outcome. So that's, the key benefit which we discuss in 2.1. 2.2, assess the implementation of the level of the project management office structure. So PMO as an organization construct has been appearing organization with increasing regularity since 1990 has been introduced. The office have also been focal point. Many studies and reports with professional and the practical academia try to explain and describe the category PMO. The breadth of the study of this PMO is varied to the PMO itself. Today, however, the variety in form and the function PMO has given rise to the variation, the name, organization, bodies, and similar centralized project management activity. These are the various names include project management office, portfolio management office, project monitoring office, project office, project portfolio office. These are in a sense of PMO is organization entity established to provide coordination, support management to be number of project or the program. PMO are the established to address several needs of the project manager and other stakeholders. Project managers not getting the information they need to be manage their project. Management not getting the accurate forecast, completion, inconsistency, understanding the expectation as related to the project objective and performance. All this, we need to look at. So starting PMO, executive must deliver the two key areas: ongoing operational result improvement. Functional manager continues evaluate many projects involved in many department and functional area. Functional area mean the area or the department in our organization that's known as a function. No wonder so many central project management, all this we need to do. Then starting with PMO values some of the measurable become sustainable. If cannot measure, you can't control. So cannot control, you can't manage. So we need to be look around that. PMO must in line with the interest and the goal of the organization sustain itself. PMO has the responsibility to educate. PMO must track. PMO must do survey. PMO should focus on the project investment, resources, asset, and the strategic objective as an organization. So what is the PMO type starting point? PMO can 3 project managers, the team leaders, and 5 team members, also called PMO sports personnel. So project managers, resource managers, PMO, then project managers, team leaders. These are different project managers for different. So provide project manager to consultant review contract proposals from the vendor sponsor project. So these are the point we need to be look around as a project management office. So early on the project management history, Gardner Group identified 3 PMOs model is flourishing when you implement it. So project respiratory model, project coaching model, and project enterprise model. So there is a 4th model called deliver value now model, and that should not be ignored as well. So project respiratory model is all about PMO serve as a source of information on the project methodologies and standard. Assume the enterprise has embraced the cohesive set of the tools and the project design and the management and the so occur most often organization that empower the distributed business centric project ownership and the weak central governance. So we need to be look around. Benefit is a data gap identification can be through this. We can look around. Risk management can be bottleneck identify for all the project and rising the bar of the delivery and the goodness of these. Second is the project coaching. Assume the willingness to share some project management practices across the function. Each department means functional area. Use the PMOs, coordinate and communicate. Best practice documented and shares and the performance monitor. Result are used to praise the enterprise performance and train inefficient new project manager. Benefit act as a trainer, consultant as a are the mentor and source of information and often help project startup setup and the post project reviews. Then is enterprise PMO model, which is the enterprise, as you know, the word enterprise itself. The most permanent consolidated organization model concentrate the project management with PMO. So the mission of the EPMO, enterprise PMOs, imply the direct management or the oversight the project. The project managers are the staff with the shared service and consigned to the project as a needed. EPMO act as a constructed project managers and assess the scope, allocate resources and all. What are the benefit to firm? Many firms have since learned that the consultative approach aims to be increase the project throughout the reducing the project duration, requires teamwork between EMOs and the project teams. The idea of PMO owning the project managers has some significant potential negative effect, but project management expertise standard may not be filtered throughout the functional area, and we need to be make sure we'll make benefit for this. Next is a delivery value model. Delivery value model is a model to put organization goal first. Improvement in the project management methodologies are the views as a mean to be an end and not the end itself. A holistic approach, embracing the method, skill, and strategies, view the project management one piece of bigger puzzle. So enables consistent motivation, entire organization to see an accelerated project delivery and stronger and more balanced project portfolio and the better project performance. So what are the benefits? A strong, well-balanced project portfolio that identify up-to-date project workloads, sponsorship, tactical progress, health status, and the current data. The monthly plan and the forecast that identify the portfolio opportunity, threats, top issues, risk, and the project over and under the budget. The project prioritization model for all the portfolio projects based on the ability in the form of governance, and the governance is of course is everything for the successful delivery, and that this is a delivery model as well. So next we'll look at determine the PMO model for your organization. Question you should ask: who will be initiate the main customer of PMO? What are the maturity level of the project management community? How well does the executive team work? When you implement these, you have to ask these questions to be properly implemented, because implementation is very important. You plan something, but you not implement it. You implement it, then the control need to be in place as well. So people can be PMO executive, PMO portfolio manager. These are the key roles can be to when we'll implement it properly in. Okay. Next, we can look around as a PMO began to define the objective need to be considered of the service meet the objective. Yes, service is very important. We can use other models such as cervical model. What are the gaps there? We'll try to be minimize those gaps, so we need to be look around those. Then portfolio management you already learned, we discussed in the lesson 1. So portfolio information assets, strategic objective, and the resource portfolio, executive reporting, and the governance, prioritizing techniques, triggering of project or staging of the project. We need to be look around stage resources management analysis and the customer interface, consulting, PMO services, training, admin, HR, archive, all we need to look around and we need to be implement. So these are the key points which we can. Implementation fail. Why the implementation fail? PMO did not define the value proposition. If you don't value, so that can be failed. PMO not perceive the impact of the project delivery ability. PMO not treat the most to autocratic. PMO does not have buy-in from the senior management. PMO is a low in the management reporting. PMO we need to be look around project management officer, we need to be look around all these the crucial thing to be make it successful. Next we have 2.3 critically evaluate the stages. There are the different stages of the planning, implementation of the project management. Executive to buy in the PMOs, executive maybe embrace PMO is a dramatically increase the probability of the meeting their goals. PMO must deliver its promise through the four major processes. Choose the right project mix. Yes, so strategic planning, linking the executive team strategy to the current and the planned project, and managing the project portfolio correctly, and marrying the PMOs to the tangible improvement. Tangible, do we know tangible, intangible? Tangible have anything which have a physical substance, and the intangible is your goodwill, your reputation is the intangible. So PMO must be able to help the executive with the execution strategy, determine the project mix and the flow, and the PM will not achieve sufficient level of value sustain itself. So that's why we need to characteristic of PMO executive level will be perceived and help executive to meet the goals. It must drive the project through the completion. Project must be completed drastically and a shorter time, and the PMO is clearly felt on the both top and the bottom. All this we need to be look around the the key element in when we evaluate, we need to look around, do we have a right people, do we have a right tool, do we have a right data? So that's the key things element of effective PMO. So when we evaluate, we see there the right people, do you have a right skill, right tools, you're implying enterprise management tools, and with the low project, we need to look around the right data you have, the information stories. Information is the lifeblood for any success of the project. Okay, so some final thought can be PMO in today's economy, more value is needed. Now PMO bring the recognized value in the first 6 months, and we need to recommend as the PMO implement the serious, and we need to consider and the low hanging fruits and the help everyone, and the PMO will be its way. So avoid being perceived and setting body tower and the project management excellence is all we need to be think about. PMO charter, what is meant by scope, you need to be write the charter, and the business need, you need to sponsor who's going to be types, maturity, resourcing, functions, methods, and control, and memo, mission, vision, goals, objectives, sponsor, service, offering PMO governance and key performance metrics, funding model, and return on investment ROI. Okay, then 2.4, we create a project management office and charter for an organization. So we can look around different traditional approaches, is focus more theoretical issues, but now the next generation PM focus is cultural issues. So culture is mean the norms, value, the way we do the business, we need to be fit, and the culture need to be fit for the purpose and help you the culture in our organization. So we need to be create a culture in our organization that will help to achieve the objective of PMO office. That charter will need to be designed, and it's better to be involve everyone. So we can look around what is the role in that charter. We can explain it. Role of PMO executive leads the development of the PMO value and the proposition. We need to look around the responsibility, what value, what skills, what and when is required. Then we can look around the portfolio managers role, the responsibility, value, required skill, and again, and the leads the maintain the development of the project resources and the asset and strategic objective portfolio. All this we need to be make sure we have all these things implement to be achieved. Then project management mentor is very important nowadays. So in your charter should be written all these, who is responsible for what, when we need to, and all these the required skills. PMI, what is PMI? Fundamental skill, ability to work in a high stress situation. So you maybe, that's why it's more important nowadays, the competency based interviews. So you have to be look around what competency required for each role, and we need a charter for it. Project management tools, the mentors which we can use, we need to be look around those. And a help desk specialist is, that's the back office, and help desk is crucial in the success of the project, which flow the right information the right time to write the project managers that will help to be achieve the project within a time and within a cost and within uh, our desired objective. So resource portfolio managers also is a key person in manage the resources effectively, and in a charter we need to be look around what skills and how what will be recruitment. The methodology specialist, we need some method different the approaches, the skills required for this is as well is a crucial like other roles. So we can look around trainer, we can look around data manager, administrator. Data is very important. Data is a raw facts and figures, and when we process the data, it become information, and information is very important in the success of the project. Okay, so there are some case studies. PricewaterhouseCoopers in 2000 and 2009, so they found the boosting business performance through the program of project management. It's this is survey and their outcomes. So it's good to be look around these if you want to, and that will help. And the PMOs is really its role to be look all these. Anybody any question? So we learn about what is a PMO. Yes, we discuss about the benefit of PMO. We discuss about change. Okay, change management is, what is meant by change? Change management is mean the things we are doing, we need to be changed, the way we are doing. So PMO is significant change. So there are the different, some forces can be forces for change. So some forces can be driving forces, and some forces can be constrained or resistance forces. Those forces don't want to be changed. So we need to be make sure. The forces, we use these effectively and we handle them, motivate them. Those will create the problem for us. So that's the change management, and that's why it's crucial to be PMO is have, and we need to be view all these, the things is collectively, and we, because everything is centralized and we share it, that will help to achieve the organization objective effectively. So it is very crucial to be make our project successful within time, within cost. And so we learn in one of other unit is a performance. So what is meant by performance? Performance always equal to three things when you measure the performance: in cost, in time, and quality. So that's always we need to be look around in terms of to be make. Okay, so we discuss the budget as well. Budget, what is meant by budget? Anybody knows budget? Budget is a financial plan. Yes, within that financial plan, and that's we need to be also plan the for future. There are different budgeting techniques. We can fixed budget, the budget will stay the same every year. Flex budget, the budget will change with the level of activity. And zero based budget, every time when you make the budget you start with the zero. These are we other we can say incremental budget. Incremental budget, the budget which will be changed based on the activity and every year, also known as a flex budget as well. So are some elements you carry on improving and changing. So these are all these things is crucial to be make PMO and overall project success in our organization. And all this we need to be. Anybody any question? Okay, so today lesson we learn about LO2 learning outcome, understand the requirement, implementing the project management office, and we discuss the benefit. We discuss about what are the implementation, what risk involved, how we can plan it, and what sort of the key people involved, and how we can draw and what skills and what abilities need to be monitored and required to be and they implement the project and achieve your objective of the project. That's all today lesson. If you have any question, so please drop me email on my email address anjum@ukversity.co.uk. I hope speak you all. These the slides will be available on Moodle and other books and relevant resources to read as well. So please carry on doing background reading in a meanwhile, and I hope will speak you all during our next lesson, which will be in this next lesson. We'll go through LO3, which is learning outcome 3, and that will be focused. And in a meanwhile, if you have any question, drop me email. Thanks for attending and listening, and hope so all speak you during next lesson. Thank you. Bye bye.